So, yeah. All right. This is.
I think it's too thick to be 150.
Too thick to be 150?
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's probably 150.
Really?
Yeah. Well, this is 180, right?
That's 180. Right?
Yeah.
I bet it was $700, man.
Well, it's thinner than the 180.
What? Oh, the 150?
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably 150. Let's see. Let me get. But also too, it could just be the way the manufacturer built the line. That could be 130, but it's so thick it looks like 150. You know what I mean? Yeah, because it's way thicker than the 130. So yeah, it's probably 150, if depending on it. Did you see the 3 lines?
It's 130 to 150 to 180. It looks like.
Yeah. Yep. All right, let me grab. Oh, I got my phone here so I can see. What's up, guys? This is Team Hard Life Captain Avet. So we're gonna strip this down. Yeah, that brake's slipping on the spool, bro. You can see all the bumps on it and stuff like that. So then I can fix the knot to the spool. And Emma, what's going on here? Kept trying to take me live. I was trying to get on my video there. So I can fix that knot, spool it back on, and get you line capacity. But if you go straight 180 to this Makira, it's going to eat your line capacity.
What do you mean by that?
You're not going to get as much line capacity. If I go straight 180 on this, you're not going to get as much as if you could by using that as a backing and then go with the 180 on top.
Yeah, I don't know where or how less that 150C. You know what I mean?
Well, when I'm spooling it on, I will be checking through it.
All right.
If I don't find nothing wrong with it, then there's no reason to throw away good line.
Want it? I don't want it.
You don't want it? Okay. Well, then I will strip it off onto a spool, and if somebody needs line later, then I can donate it to them. So, let me do this. Mark that spool real quick. It is donated lines. So, have you used that Pro Spec before?
My buddy has. My buddy Tim, he has it on his 80 Narrow. He said on his Narrow, his Mac, Kyrex LBSF. He said he got like 950 yards.
On an arrow?
Yeah, or 900 yards.
Mm-hmm.
950 or 900, and then he's got like I think 100 yards with 200 pound mono on top shot.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get this down spooled.
Do you have 200 pound mono in stock?
Yeah, I got 200 pound mono.
What brand?
LNP and
Momoy?
no Momoy. Actually, that's 130. Yeah, we rarely carry mono. The only reason I have 200 is because I make my redfish leaders, the bull red leaders and big black drum, out of the 200 pound test or 250. So, but I got LMP, light blue, red, clear, I think black in that size. But that's really gonna eat up your line capacity.
Yeah, I know. So
how much yardage of that do you want? Because I'm gonna have to do that first to get your line capacity of the top shot before I can do any of the braid. And you're gonna lose probably 4 to 1. For every yard of mono you put on there, you're gonna lose 4 yards of braid. I stopped using mono a long time ago.
why is that?
For line capacity, that, and I still kayak bait, so
That's what I plan on doing with it.
It's gonna be hard as hell kayaking that 130 or that 200-pound mono. Yeah. I don't know. I ain't been in there in like a day, about 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, but but if you're not running deep, you should be all right. Damn, what the hell? Remember I was telling you it was backing up? You can sit now. Yep.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's some little bumps because it's supposed to. See how this is nice and flat?
Yeah, smooth.
Yeah, it's smooth. When you start seeing bumps like that, you already know it's already. Yeah, this thing got some saltwater buildup on there.
Saltwater buildup where?
On this line? Look at me. You don't see it?
Oh, that's all sand, huh?
No, not sand, just salt water. The salt, it dries up from line. I don't think that's coating. Like coloring.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it's coating.
I'll be back. I'm gonna grab my phone from the truck.
Roger that. Yeah. All right. What's up, William, Ray, John? What's up, gents? How you doing? Night Hunter. Ooh. Okay, there's the. Well, they tried. What? They didn't use tape. They didn't use mono, but it was still slipping on the spool. I'm wondering if it's the wrong direction. No, they didn't put enough wraps. There's only 4 wraps.
How many you put?
8.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
You said LNP mono?
Yeah. Yep. See how it's even loose right here. Look at that. Wow. It was. They didn't tighten up the knot. Look.
Oh, it's just spinning.
It's just spinning. Yep. Wow. Okay. Yeah, guys. When you tie your knot to the spool, make sure it's tight, and then make sure it is not spinning on there. So. But yeah, I would do at least 8 wraps right there. Yeah, that was salt water because you can see corrosion on the inside of the spool over here.
Is it bad?
No, but it's starting up. What's up, boss?
I have some questions for you. I'm from California, and I've been using lures and using lures from 6 to like 12, 15 pounds. That's like.
Mm-hmm.
What lures do you recommend out here to catch stuff like that?
What are you trying to catch?
I heard there's mullet. I heard there's catfish, and pretty much it's anything that'll bite.
Okay.
I use between 8 and 12 pounds. That's like.
You fish mainly in the bays, or you gonna be?
Like in the bays. I used to do a lot of surfboard fishing in California.
Mm-hmm.
I've got surfboard and carp birds. It's different over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's a little different.
And to be honest, I don't use a whole bunch of lures myself. And you'll see I've got a few weedless spoons and maybe some of the chicken boy lures and stuff like that. But there's probably about 1 million lure companies over here that you could choose from and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Academy has a crazy selection of them.
I got a storm that big,
Mm-hmm.
and as soon as it was landing, I hear like 1, 2, 3, and they were on. They grabbed it, but I think the mouth was too small because it would come off. It was like that fat. So I'll see if you got something better.
What
you like 3 inches?
For the lures,
Yeah.
the fish were getting off?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
We use those big storms, those big mullet looking ones that you're talking about. Yeah, bring it in real quick. Yeah.
Almost every cast I was getting a bite, man, but I think it was too big.
Shit, I'd love that. Every cast get a hit. That'd be awesome. All right. Yeah, you got a lot of corrosion and saltwater dried up on there. You see all the lines?
Oh, that's what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think after this one, I'm gonna just go and start buying them. Because I had a Russell, the rod tech at Roy's, he put that handle on for me. It's an extended handle.
Yeah.
And when he took the handle off, I don't know what to believe. Because I work at a state, and I had my mom bring that in for me to see if they had that the extended handle in stock. And they didn't. Well, they did, but it didn't fit the one they had. And he never mentioned to me that one of the screws was stripped and was missing the handle. And then when I finally brought it back yesterday, that handle fit, and he told me yesterday that one of the screws was stripped and is missing. So, just like, all right, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. But I bought that from somebody, and he got that reel from somebody. So it's just like.
It should have been told to you, like when you were buying it. You know what I mean?
It is what it is. It still works perfectly fine. It's not like it's all beat to shit. So.
All right. Well, I got most of the saltwater corrosion or saltwater salt cleaned off the spool there and stuff like that. But yeah, no, they did a decent job of tying the knot on there, but they should have put 8 wraps at minimum. So.
How much line did you get off the reel?
I have no idea. I have to put it on the line counter to figure that out. Yeah, it only works when it's up here. Right now, all I did was strip it down. That's it. Let's see. What's up, Daniel Garcia? Hurting for surgeon. Jacked up Leatherworks, man. What's up? Dave. Yeah, Dave, Connor got third with the 175 gram. Damn. I saw one of the casts. It was like 250 something meters or something like that. So it's like 840 something a foot if I did the math right.
Man, they went into my truck. They grabbed a bunch of lures, man.
They stole your gear?
That's fine.
Yeah, no, these storms, man, they're great lures. They really are. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, I was getting a good cast, and it would land. I get like two jerks. The ball just right, and I wait a little bit. I take a little bit, and then I go like a shooting, like what's the hook? And they come a little bit, and it like they pop it up. So maybe I was just thinking something like this, maybe smaller.
Well, but that's the other thing too. Sometimes if you go too small, that's not what they want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You get it the right size.
Yeah.
Then on the day, the sun and the friction, it's the color too, you know. Like when I used to go surf fishing.
Yeah.
Like when it was dark, they wanted like when someone was out, they wanted like a more oil red, you know.
So I was just thinking too, depending on the species of the fish too, it may be the type that spit the hooks all the time. Skipjack or ladyfish over here, they're also called the poor man's tarpon. They'll slam a big lure like that, and then they come out of the water. Did you see anything come out of the water wherever it got hit? Yeah, those are skipjack. Those will spit the hook in a heartbeat, boss.
So I was thinking of maybe like maybe I don't know if it's gonna affect it or if it's gonna make a big deal. They put a treble hook here or like a little treble like.
You can, yes, you can. And what I've seen guys do is they'll put a needle, and they'll send the needle through the bait and attach the line to the hook there, and the treble hook's right there in the paddle tail portion.
I'm thinking of put maybe right here.
Yeah.
And maybe right here.
Mm-hmm.
You think so?
Yep. Right. Seen them do that. But you got it. you got to use a light line because if you go something too heavy, it won't paddle tail the way it's supposed to. You know.
8 pound?
No, they actually use like a small piece of like coated cable or something like that. But there's another one called Tiger Braid. It's a microfilament coated cable, and you could tie it like mono. Real flimsy, but it is super strong. Get like 20 pound of that or 10 pound of that, and put that as your bite section on the tail end like that. It'll work. It'll be fantastic. Mm-hmm. But yeah, but them. Roger that. But yeah, no, that those fish, those skipjacks, they they are a pain in the butt sometimes.
I'll tell you exactly where A&N
Mm-hmm.
and the Air Force Base.
Yeah.
Not on the ocean side, but
On the bay side. Yeah.
What have you heard? What do you recommend?
A lot of the guys that I fish with, we do bottom fishing, so we're using shrimp and fish bites. We don't throw lures. Yeah. I got some lures right there. If you go a little further left on that wall, you see them up toward the top, to the right in front of you. Yeah. Nope. Left a little bit more in that inner wall. Yeah. So, okay. Huh? Yeah, that, and I got some weedless spoons over here underneath the counter. Over here. Right there about your knee. The weedless spoons, they're metal spoons. Right there. Yes, sir. They're $4.99 each. They were originally supposed to be $6.99, but because we bought them in bulk and they didn't have the packaging, it was a $2 discount, so we passed it on to y'all.
I never used this. How do you work? Do you have to have this?
Yeah, that's what keeps you from catching the grass and the weed when you're working shallow water.
It'll still hook?
Huh? Yeah. Oh yeah.
You set the hook real hard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just leave it like this and
Leave it out.
Just like that, yes, sir. And actually, what you can do is you can put on a grub or something. See where the hook comes into the spoon? If you look, you see how it has those teeth. It'll actually it'll lock the grub in right there.
Oh, like.
Yeah.
Like, put it through here, right? Like right here, and just.
Yeah, put it over the hook, slide it up the hook, and it'll lock into place right there. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yep.
And I'm assuming these are the popular ones you use the most.
That's what I have left of them. Yes.
Okay.
Is that all you needed, boss?
Yeah.
Okay.
And thank you for the knowledge. God bless you, man. Oh, no worries, boss. Hey. What's those?
Those are for I got a veterans group that I take them out and go fishing.
Oh, okay. Anything else, Franco?
Like I said, I like the bottom fish. So
What's So I heard there's red, not rubber. What is it? I'll take one of those.
You can use this as a lure. Put it on the hook.
Yeah.
With the jig head or whatever, you can use that as a lure. And they will go out.
Like a little piece like that.
Yeah, it's a small piece.
Like a Carolina rig, throw it or?
Or if you can Carolina rig, you can put it on the low, you can put it on the bottom. You can fish that like live bait.
Okay.
If they're there, they'll use it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Different color of the hooks as well. That'll change up. And weight button.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's another one. That can all change up the fire.
One of them.
Yeah.
So you got the same, right? As far as what? Okay.
Yeah, there's actually different sizes too. One, they're like 8 ounce, 3/8 of an ounce. This one's thinner than this one. So it's down to the higher class.
This is
Like I said, I'd have to put them on the scale, but he doesn't say. But yeah, he has it hammered in there so that it doesn't fall out.
I think
It's also down. Because down the fish.
maybe you ever wait for
Pitch weights, I don't have any. 31, 30.
what? The guy that was in there, big one?
31, 38.
What, low?
I use the wrist small.
It's too much of my bad, sorry.
That's it. I got a bunch of nickels.
I went to Walmart today.
One.
What sounds like I went to Walmart. What is this?
7 ounce lure.
Is that like a book? What's with the popper? I just want to say,
Yeah, for
yes,
engineering search for going for Jack Corbell or Big Susan with that.
yeah. I don't know this bill. If you're up front, I can't find anything in Walmart.
Go to 48 out there.
What?
48 out there. And that's my YouTube channel right there. I'm actually live on the channel right now.
You know what? I'm gonna go check it out because I need to learn how to fish here in the East Coast.
I got all kinds. And we're the Gulf Coast, not East Coast.
You go group, you should go by yourself, or what?
When I go fishing, I'll fish by myself, but I also have a team that we go with, and we fish with everybody. Yep.
Oh, Andy.
Andy, Albert, nice to meet you, boss.
I'm a welder and I'm a carpenter. I'm buying a house here. I just had some paper today. I think it's more paper tomorrow, but I just moved here. But like I said, I'm a welder and I'm a carpenter.
Well, check out the channel. There's a lot of people looking for people to fish with and stuff. Good people.
Appreciate it.
Later, boss. You have a good one. Yeah. Right.
A little bit.
Yeah. I need some of that energy. Yeah. Oh well, let's see. Jacob asked if a vet called me. No, sir, I don't know.
How much of that was natural energy, but it was
Yeah.
some energy.
Doing. Yeah, you might need that, bro.
This room, I love this room. I would be in this room, but it's like I want to be fed.
Later, bro. Rip tackle, what's up? Yeah, Dodie, I feel you, bro. I want to go catching, not fishing. So since it has that hook deal there, I'm gonna go and cover it with the knot. Tighten this up. Let's go and get this moved over. Forward. Do this. Okay. No, has Avet. Actually, no, they have not called me yet. My bad, bro. Mm. Wow. You can see all the blemishes already on this line.
On that spool? The after spool?
Yeah. Yeah, you can come up here. Right there, right there, right there, right there, right there, right
Those are all
there.
like what do you call it, like frays almost?
I don't know what they are until I get to them, but what it could be is when they manufacture a fishing line, it creates static electricity, so it draws in any blemishes that are in the air, like any debris in the air and stuff like that, and it gets woven into the weave right there. So,
Yeah.
so I won't know until I actually get to that because right now it's tight, so I can't really mess with it. But once I get it over here, I'll feel it and I can pluck it out and we'll put it under the microscope and see what's up on it. So that's a lot for a little area right there. You already saw it. So,
Yeah.
but how much was the whole spool?
700.
700 for how many yards?
3,000. So it looks like 350, 400 for 1,500 yard spool.
I have to do the math to figure that out and stuff, but yeah, let's see.
You got trash can around there somewhere?
Yes, right behind my desk right there. So I already filled one right here.
Let's see.
Rub your finger like that, and you'll feel what I feel.
Oh, right there.
Yep.
It's weird. So you think it's compromised?
Not compromised, but well, okay. Again, I have to pick at it to find out if it is just debris that's sucked in there, or if that's we've seen where the lines
When it's woven together?
when it's being wove together, the bobbins will run out of line, so a whole carrier will be missing. But what they'll do is they'll plug in another carrier, pull it through, and start feeding it, and they'll cut off the tag ends. But basically, that section right there is one carrier less. So instead of it being a 12 or a 16 carrier, it's an 11 or a 15. So I haven't done the math to find out what the breaking strength is in that area. Or the reduction in breaking strength, basically. You see what I'm saying? So at 100% at 12 carriers to make 100-pound test, what is one carrier out of that take it down to, like 80?
Maybe. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Or is it only 95? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how the formula is done on that, but that is the weakest point of the line there. Now, if it's just debris that's sucked in there, you can leave it in there and be okay, and that's what it's looking like because I'm pulling on it right now.
And it feels like it's actually inside the hollow core, like
Oh.
inside the braid, right?
Yeah, but by me pulling on it and that much moving, and no part of the line is getting, like, none of the carriers are getting tight, that means it's just wove in there. So all the carriers are intact. It just has debris in it. Like me grabbing this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I understand.
but that's a lot to check through, bro.
Yeah, it's all on the whole outside of the spool.
Well, that's what we can see. We'll find out as we get further in, but yeah, that just looks like a whole bunch of debris. Look, so I got it out of there, and you can see it.
Yeah.
That's just debris that's sucked in. So sometimes it helps just to cut that little bit off. Come on. It doesn't. Scissors aren't working. Let me go grab another.
You like these new internationals?
No, I won't fish them.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
They don't have enough balls to
Even in 2-speed?
No, here, yeah. I had 4 international 50 DSWs before I got that.
Like those silver ones?
No, the silver, all it is a different color.
Yeah.
Not that it's a better paint. All right, let's see. Daniel's therapist needs help. Okay, roger that. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Yeah, yeah, it's just built up on the line right there. So this is a 16 carrier.
He doesn't say, right? Or does it?
So I'm looking. I would have to say it's a 16, just because the amount of just me holding it in hand, you can see the amount of
Yeah.
carriers that it has in there. So I don't know. Let's see. And I'll be honest, if it comes out that all the lines like that, I'll end up start skipping them, because if I stop 1,000 times on here, I'm never gonna get done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'll check through a few of them, and then I'll skip a few and stuff like that. Unless it's something that is like crazy that I need to stop, then I'll stop. You get my rubber bands. Might have been twisting the line. Nope, it's right there. You can see it.
I see that.
Yeah.
Hard to say, huh?
I think it's just all debris that's caught in the line. Yeah. Look. Saying it, I'm pulling on that and nothing is bunching up. So it's just extra debris that was caught in while it's being wove.
Trash.
Basically. Yeah. Contamination. So it shouldn't mess with the integrity of the line, but it does mess with the integrity, because if you actually are out there fishing and debris is floating across, then it can catch that and start piling up right there. You know what I mean? So it shouldn't be too bad though, because they seem pretty small.
What
But
do you use the rubber bands for?
to hold the handle, because you heard it kind of knock a little bit. I don't want it to
It's a
keep.
big ass handle.
Yeah. And you said that's an aftermarket handle right there?
Yeah, but it's from Akuma. So
Yeah, well, it's not one that comes with the reel automatically.
yeah,
So yeah.
technically aftermarket.
Yeah.
It was an inch longer than factory, so
Wow.
helps cranking it.
Right on.
$100 though?
$100 for that? That ain't too bad. Was it the whole handle or just the assembly?
Just the handle.
Just this portion here, or with the arm too?
Yeah, with the arm too.
That ain't bad. That ain't bad.
And it didn't feel too much heavier than the factory one.
The plastic one that they come
It
out?
wasn't plastic. It was definitely aluminum. Have you ever fished one with an Akuma?
I fished with the Akumas, but
What's your...
not with the Makira. I've had other teammates have them, and they fish with them, and we fish side by side. And
You're just fine.
the drag ramp speeds up too fast.
Oh, it's like from
Zero to 100. Yeah, it's like there's no like happy medium just to bump up just a hair. You know what I mean? So, but some people like that style of fish, and I don't. I like to be able to
ramp on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. But they do sell something that also is aftermarket, but it's from Akuma. It's called the TDC drag cam. So it's like, I guess you have, like you said, more adjustability. Which is what you've heard of the Land-Based Shark Fishing Edition, right?
Yeah, the narrow one.
Yeah. With the hammer on the side. It comes with the longer handle and the TDC drag cam. I was looking into it last night. Let me see if I can find out how it works.
No. I saw some videos earlier. Guys advertising they're going to other tackle shops to have them spooled up. You see all the tape they're using to put on the braid to the spool. I'm like, oh, that's bad. That and they're spooling like this with just a roller like that. They're just spooling on, so they have no idea what they're actually putting on your reel. They're just putting on it. So.
You count it right now?
Huh?
Is it getting
the line counter? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 156 yards only. So. There you go.
Looking a lot better?
No, it's still feeling it, but I've already stopped 3 times at 150 yards. That's skipping a lot of them, still. But like I said, I'm also I'm a learner, so if I feel kind of the same thing over and over and over again, I let it go because I know it's just the same thing. But if I stop, it's because something felt different. Like earlier, it was a twist in the line. So yeah, and even we've already gotten off 240 yards, and you can still see all the
It's all still there.
yeah. See right there, 1, 2, 3. Move over here, like all that nastiness.
That's weird.
Well, like I said, I learned this when I went to go visit Tightline Braid, and they took me behind the scenes to.
The little shop in the back.
Well, this is. I went to their house, and they had it in their garage. That's when they had like 8 machines, and then now they've got a bigger warehouse, and they got I think 16 machines. And they were talking about how it creates when the machine is spinning like that, it creates. Static electricity, so it's drawing in any debris in the air and it gets woven into your gear and stuff like that. So it just shows you, like with him, he wanted to create braid with none of this on there, so he actually had some device to come in that's supposed to counteract that, and or also too, he had a deal set up to clean the air, like it was always. Filtering out the air so that way he didn't have no debris like that on there and stuff like that. So.
You would think Berkeley, as big as a company as it is, would, almost perfect their lines like this.
Yep. But, nope. And I'm kind of glad you brought this in because it definitely should. I'm going to stop at 400 yards just to see if any of that kind of cleared up, but I can still feel the nicks coming through.
Yeah.
So we're at, no, definitely.
It looks like
Yeah, no, I have not. That's only 400 yards. Like, took off maybe a 30 seconds of an inch of the spool because it's so big. But yeah, you can see all the.
Yeah, I see it. All those bumps.
Yeah, all
right
of
here.
That's all just debris that got woven. So.
Oh, yeah, you can feel it. It's so weird.
Okay.
You said you're at half a spool, or no, not even close?
About a third of the spool. Yeah.
If I need 1,000 yards on there without topside, I think I'll be happy.
There you go. Let's see. I wanted to fish today, but the closest I'm getting is pulling a bunch of reels. Yeah, you should be able to get 1,000. No worries. I'm already at over 600. Yeah, you should be able. We should get over 1,000. And using cascade braid, and it holds up. On the cascade braid, how are you fishing it? And is it solid braid or hollow? What weight class of line? And are you saltwater fishing on the beach, pier, bay, jetty?
How many yards did you put on the 80?
2,600 of 130.
2,600.
Yeah. You ought to see what I did with my 130 of 130.
I heard you do like 5,000 rounds on that?
4,200.
4,200?
Yeah.
That's insane.
hmm
You're gonna fish it like that?
Yeah. I've already been fishing like that with it.
How far are you dropping? Like 1,000 yards?
We'll scatter them. We'll go 600, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. The furthest confirmed one was 2,365 yards. But again, that was also after I'd already been reeling on it for a bit, and I was like, "Hey man, I ought to paper it." So I papered it, and yeah, that was easily a 2,500 yard drop. And that was straight kite. No, nobody got picked up that weekend. We didn't catch anything.
What time of year?
It was still during the summer. Still during the summer.
What do you got right now?
11:14.
Oh wow.
Yep.
You think I got enough space on there for?
Ooh, what's that?
What is what?
That is one of those connection points I'm telling you about.
Huh. That is weird.
Yep. Come on, catch it. There it is. Yep. And it looks like it right there, the end piece. See that big chunk right there?
Yeah. So what do you think that is? That's just where they put two spools together, pretty much.
Yeah. Where they added in another bobbin. Yep. That's it.
Do you think that compromises the line or no?
In that area, yeah, that would be a weak point there. But like again, I don't know what the formula, what the math is to say, oh, well, shit, you lost 20%, or maybe only lost 5%. You know what I mean? I don't know how.
Yeah.
The person to talk to about that would be Jeff Nugent with Tightline Braid, because he is like he for each single strand he tests those.
Really?
He's tested each individual strand when they come in, this and that. Like he's. So let me get to that. Let's see what it looks like under the microscope over here, and we'll see.
You got space for 100 yards or 200 pound or not even close?
Right here?
Yeah.
How much yards?
100?
100 yards of 200 pound? No. Probably
50?
I was gonna say 40 to 50, yeah. Which would be useless, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. It's a tough call.
For you, for me, it'd be easy. No.
Yeah,
But
I can see that. It's straight braid over there.
Yeah. If I continue with straight braid, I should probably be about 1,500-1,600 yards of line on this.
Yeah, it's tough. How long are your leaders?
30 foot.
30 foot?
Mm-hmm. And I have zero issues with
straight braid.
With straight braid, yeah. The only issues I have is if something comes through and cuts me off.
Yeah, just cut off. But that happens with mono too.
Everybody has that issue.
Yeah.
So now, if you're using solid braid, I would tell you yes. Let's go straight to mono because it was solid. Hollow core doesn't sit on the bottom like solid braid does. It's semi-buoyant, so it's not on the sandbar. And I've got video where I was on the bed of my Toyota Tundra.
That's not true.
And well, not that one, my older one, but it's same height.
Yeah.
The rod was in the rail, laying down, so it's about my height. 400 yards out, and the braid was like a foot under the water surface.
Oh wow, that's really good.
But I also dropped it out like 1,500 yards.
That's really good though.
Yes. So again,
that's hollow core, correct?
It's all hollow core. Yes. I'll be honest, I would go straight with that. But if you want mono, we'll do it, but you're not going to get much because you got to remember, you still need a little bit of gappage because if you pop on that, man, you're stuck. You're going to have to back off, let the fish run out, and then try to take that line back. And
there's no way I'm putting it back perfectly. There's no way.
Exactly. So, yeah, you'll probably be more like 30 yards, which is...
Because you don't room for error is what you're saying. It's a tough call, man. Do you fish South Padre at all?
Mm-hmm.
Ever?
Yeah. That was South Padre. That's South Padre. That's South Padre.
That's pretty sick, man.
That was South Padre.
It's a big fish over there.
Yeah, it's actually gotten better over the last probably 5 to 10 years. It's gotten a lot better fishing than what it was when we first started going down there.
Really?
They only saw like one big shark a year. The Gulf Stream is not the same direction as it used to be. Remember how we used to always get red tide every year kind of deal? We haven't gotten it in years because the current is now going that way. It was normally coming this way. So all the trash and debris that we were getting out of the Mississippi would create red tide in our area. Now it's going the opposite way. So
It's a tough call. I mean, fill it. See what happens. See what we get. Might as well. I mean, if it doesn't work out for me, I could just,
you pull it off, put it back on the spool, and then put mono.
Gotta at least try it once, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's that knot. I felt it. Oh, I felt that net. That one's a big one. Look at that.
It's weird. So what do you think that is? Like,
I don't know. I'm gonna have to put. Nah, I don't think it's glue. I think it's just the end of the line. Come on, yes, still got battery life. All right, let's see what we got here, guys. Wow. Look like a bird nest, like a little bird nest right there.
It looks ugly.
Yeah, but I think that's just balled up crap. But
And if you try to pull it out, what do you think would happen?
see the blackness?
Yeah, I see it. It just looks like stained braid, though.
Yeah, but you see how it's. You see those coils right there?
Yes, I do see that.
Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of.
No.
Yeah. See all those extra frays and all of that?
Yeah.
That was a real trash. That braid probably hit the floor or something like that. Is that mildew? It looks like mildew.
Like just mold.
Like mold. Yeah, look at it. Like, I mean, I don't know how much clearer you can get than that. Let's see.
No, you definitely can't. It does look like mold. It looks like it's just straight
growing in there. Look,
Trash,
and
yeah.
even right there too. That looks like mold, bro. Let's see if I can get it a little clearer.
That's you could see it all day.
Yeah. Wow, mold and braid. Ugh.
I don't even see how that's possible. How do you get mold on braid? I mean, I guess mold can grow on anything, right?
Yeah, look at that debris in there.
It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you say I do with that? You're not full yet. Not even.
No, we can cut out that section.
I don't really want to do braid to braid though.
What, hollow core splicing?
Yeah, I mean.
It's 110%. It's stronger than the main line.
Do you run it through?
Yeah, hollow core.
With the needle?
Yes. Yeah, you won't have no knot. And the only way you're going to know it's there is if you have your finger on it. Yeah, that's the only way you're going to see it. Yeah. I would just cut that section out and do a splice. I do that to mine all the time. Even my cast eyes. You see the different color on that silver reel? Yeah.
That's braid to braid?
Braid to braid. Yeah. That's why we use hollow core, because now I can maintain my line capacity rather than having to buy new braid all the time. Yeah. Yeah, I would just cut that section out. Because I don't, like I said, that's probably the weakest point. I bet you if I pull on that, it's going to pull that whole line.
Yeah.
Watch. Yeah, see it's already pulling there.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, what is that? What is it? Instead of what are those?
Might be the last time I buy Berkeley Pro Spec, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I definitely won't buy it.
So weird.
Okay, Let's get back under the microscope. Yeah, it's just a bundle. Look at that.
That's weird. Ugly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all see that? That's pretty crazy.
Brapiolas. Oh, man. Yeah, just cut it. That's rough.
You can see it too. Where I was pulling on it, see how it's notching?
Yeah.
That's the carrier getting tight on this side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, let me cut out that section.
That's rough.
And it's funny because I was thinking that, but I didn't want to say anything, and then you read his comment. Yeah. No, the hollow core splice, I actually did it with 80-pound test here, and I wanted to see what's the smallest amount of splice that I needed to hold the weight class of the line. And I did 2.5 inches on one side and 3 inches on the other, and it still broke like a foot past the splice. So yeah, no, they're
Solid.
solid. Yes, yeah. And to be honest, once I get it together, you might not even actually see where it's at. Yep. Yeah, they said I would cut it and reconnect it back. Yep. What did I do with the needle? Did you drop the needle?
So what would your best guess be if I wanted 100 yards of 200-pound mono? How much braid do you think I'd have on there? Like
What?
1,000?
No,
950?
no, like 800. Maybe it'd be closer to 5. Once you throw
100 yards of 200-pound mono.
Yeah. 200-pound mono's thick as shit, bro.
Yeah.
It's thick as shit. So yeah. I do have to say it's laying nice, but it is just filthy. Like they're mass producing so many. They probably have 1,000 machines in one area, you know what I mean? Berkeley. Oh yeah. They've got a huge manufacturing plant, but they're not doing much to keep that air clean, you know what I mean, from all that debris and stuff. So
That's it?
that's it. Wrong side.
Yeah, but I just saw some. I don't know what I saw.
Yeah.
Where's the end of it? How can you tell? That's so right there.
Yeah. That's one.
That's
end.
what I was looking for.
That's one end.
So it's just stuck in there? I'm confused how it sticks in there. So
Chinese finger trap. The other end is over here. Yeah. You know how you pull out like that? Well, instead of going from the outside in, I went from the middle, and we're pulling on tight. So this will never come undone. The only way to get it undone is right now that I have no pressure on it, and I find the center portion right there, and then I have to pull that apart right there, which is never going to happen while you're fishing. Yeah. So, and if you want, let's do this. Pull it.
pull it?
Yeah, pull it. Like.
I'm not pulling it.
I should have recorded that. You started sliding forward. Your feet went like this. Yeah, you're good. This ain't going nowhere. Okay. Oh, I don't like that. I got one line that went completely diagonal across, so back it off and straighten that out. So.
That's why I came to you, man.
Yeah, I was just thinking that it's the first time I've heard him swear. What? I swear today?
You don't swear?
I normally don't. Like well, if the camera's off, yes, I have a
Yeah.
potty mouth. I ain't even gonna lie, but they're I guess they caught me over here. So what we do is when I cuss over on the live, I'll throw in 10 into the fire drawing and stuff like that. So yeah.
Oh, busted.
Yeah. Let's see. So
So someone shipped these reels. They shipped these reels out to you to get them spooled.
yes,
Wow.
that or they'll purchase the reel from me, and I'll spool it, and then I'll ship them back. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, Hurton nailed it. You know, I'm a military vet and a Texan, bro. Like, that's already 20 strikes against me for just those two items. Why isn't it not?
And you only fish Avet, is what I can tell.
Yes.
Sponsored?
No. Nope. We're working on the sponsorship though. They're finally coming to terms, helping us out and stuff like that. So, what's up, Skipjack Cindy in the house? Man, I seen some of the catfish on your video shorts, girl. You were tearing it up. We already passed up 1,300 yards.
Really?
Yep. Coming up on 1,400. Why? Oh. The line I pulled off of the reel, we passed up 1,400 yards. We're assuming it's probably a 150-pound line, hollow core. Don't know how much yardage it is. It's probably several hundred yards. But yeah, it's sitting here, and he's giving it to us. I'll give it away to somebody that could use a helping hand up.
Well, it's a 600-yard spool, and it almost filled it up, so a good solid 500.
No, but look at the weight class.
130?
130, yeah.
Oh, so it could be like 400.
Yeah.
400 yards.
Yeah. All right, so you see the gappage I got here? I can go further, but this is your reel. I don't know what
What I'm capable of?
Exactly, yes. Got to remember, you're going to be the one fishing with it. And so when you stack it on, you got to have it nice and neat like that. If you start seeing this,
yeah,
you're wrong.
What do you mean I'm wrong?
See how it went diagonal?
Oh yeah, you want it straight all the time.
You want it straight, yes. If you're off a little bit, it's okay. But if everything is, you start seeing that stacking like that, you're not going to get all the line back on there. But you're at 1,500 yards of 150 on this Makira 80 right now. I could easily do probably 1,700. But it's going to look like mine over there. They're going to be packed. Yeah.
The blue. Avet.
Mm.
Do another 50 on there.
50?
Yeah,
Okay.
do another 50 yards. So 1550.
Mm-hmm.
That's it? That was quick. Yeah, that should be solid. I think that's good.
You good there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I should still have 1,500 yards on this pool.
If they give you the 3,000 that it said to, yeah. I've seen a lot of these companies when they get them in, you normally get a little bit over.
Oh, okay.
Because they go off of weight rather than actual put it on a line counter. So
I might have to get a 80TRX just because you just believe in Avet so much. I'm so skeptical just because of. Is it easy to get parts for them?
mm-hmm. They're made in California.
So do you get your parts directly from them? Or?
Directly from Avet, yes. And actually, people bringing in Avet, like when it's messed up, fell in the water, whatever, we send it directly to them, and we normally get it back in a few weeks. So, and it's faster, cheaper than going to any um, real person to have them fix it, clean it, or whatever. It's cheaper than doing all of that. And a lot of times it's faster too, because a lot of these guys here is about anywhere from 20 days to several months behind on backlog and stuff like that. So,
What are you doing there?
I'm splicing the tail end, so that way now this tail end will actually be 300-pound test instead of the 150. So you'll tie this directly to your leader.
And that's not breaking. There's no way.
I do that with all of mine. All of mine have this double-ended right here. Even on my cast outs, I do the same thing. So if it's 80 pound, it'll be 160 pound. If it's 100 pound, it'll be 200 pound. There you go. So now that's your tippet, 3 foot of 300-pound test.
Badass.
All right, gents. So 1,550 yards of 150 on this Makira 80 right there.
180.
Of 180-pound test. That's pretty good. I saw some of the video, but I didn't get to stay long because I got customers coming in. But that is the Pro Spec, and again for knotless splicing, optimal multi-carrier construction, highest strength per inch. So, well, probably don't doubt, and it looks cleaner now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks real clean now. Look at it. There's none of the dirtiness.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks clean now, but
Maybe because it was the outside of it.
no, because we went so far into it.
Right.
Yep. I mean, we try to look at the glass half full, dude, but got to be honest, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna catch that call.
Yeah.
Thanks, boss.
Got it?
Oh, no.
Hold it by the handle, yeah.
Hard life.
No, we don't. Well, check out the Causeway Pier. They rent out here. No, we are about 16 miles away from a fishing pier. Causeway Pier would be the nearest one to our location, and they have been producing a lot of fish and stuff like that. Shrimp and fish bites, blue crab, sea lice, mullet, and we also got some of the new flavors of fish bites as well. So. Causeway Pier? Exactly, yes, sir. You there? Oh, okay. How'd you find us, boss? Mm-hmm. Check out our YouTube channel. It's called Team Hard Life. We actually teach a bunch of knowledge in Texas. I'm live right now. It's pulling up real, so. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Roger that. You have a good one. Bye.
I'll be right back.
Hard life. Look. No, we don't want, but you know, online. Check out our YouTube channel. It's called Team Hard Life. Teach a bunch of knowledge in Texas on fishing, so that way you're trying to get into the game or different nothing around here. It's a quick way to see. Thank you. Of course. Are you here doing this fine?
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a look at some of those blades there.
Okay.
Big ones right here, correct?
Right there, yes. Those are the 1/8 gauge for heavy surf fishing. Yes. And then we got some of the heavy gauge surf weights, but they're lighter on the other side. They'll be like 7, 8, 10, 12 ounces stuff like that. So. Got purple. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. All right, he's still looking for some weight, so this will be one of the first reels that we're going to go into spooling. You ready, boss?
I think so. No, I just come back. I think I ever introduced myself. No, side-based.
Okay. I've seen your name a few times
On the live?
on the live, and you're also on Facebook as well. 5613.
Card.
Yeah.
It's a little bit.
No, I had to figure out which side of the ship was on.
Is that a tiger's jaw?
Yeah.
12-3.
We actually released her, but
Just fine. Load it back up.
no, the guy on her jet ski was harassing her. And basically, she went back to the shallows and got pushed into the sandbars. But she was also like 300 pounds in her wing for her size. They both were 1,000 pounds.
12-3.
Huh?
12-3. Yeah. That's a solid 50. What was the fight time on that?
15 minutes.
15 minutes. On ball, right?
Yeah.
Was that a condos or a guy?
Counts.
And I was half or
No, actually, that one was the whole one. But the countos was only about that big, about 15 pounds. Yeah.
Were you using circles back then or Jace?
Okay, good.
Jace, multiple or single?
Two.
Two?
Do it.
Cable or wire?
Cable.
Cable?
Yeah. I don't do the single strand wire because I've actually.
Kinked it before?
Huh?
Have you had a kink and break?
Yeah. Yeah. I lost 3 sharks back to back in one tournament, all in about 15 minutes. So, yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yep. And well, we got the baits back only because when the piano wire broke, it created that little hook. So the bait was hooked on like that, but the shark was gone. So, yeah. It was pretty bad. And the seaweed had rolled in, and it was so bad that a shark was swimming through the seaweed, and we were lobbing baits, and the baits were sitting on the top of the seaweed like that. It didn't even sink. That's how thick the seaweed was.
That's bad.
Mm-hmm.
All right, bud. Well, I appreciate it. It's nice meeting you.
Yes, sir. Nice meeting you too, boss. Good luck out there. All right, let's see. There we go. All right, guys. So here in SoCal, we use 100 to 180 pound hollow core with solid braid. They don't tie the end kind of knot here. They use backing. Backing as in monofilament or tape. What's up, Alton? How you doing? Daniel Garcia. Let's see. No more piojos. that was too funny. All right. All right, I'm back, guys. All right. Let's see. You want to. And let's see. Come on. Come on. Let's see. There we go. All right. Turn that. Putting the line counter back to 0 so we can see. You're talking about when you add mono as a top shot on top of the braid you already have on the spool that will slam, right? Oh, crap. Come on. It sticks for a second, and then when I go to spin it, it loosens up. The static electricity is definitely holding it. Yeah. There we go. Ah, that looks pretty. Oh, man. So, how was everybody's weekend? Who got to go fishing? Who didn't get to go? I didn't get to go. I wanted to go, but I was so tired. I was so tired Saturday. Actually, I was, stayed up here at the shop. My daughter was having a birthday party for her and a bunch of little girls. So, me and my son, we stayed out of the house for the night just to, reassure the girls' parents that there no guys were in the house and stuff like that. We just being overly precautious of stuff. So all the girls basically had the night or the house for the night and stuff like that, which was cool. My son went to my daughter-in-law's house or my daughter's house, and then I stayed up here at the shop working on videos. So that's how I was able to catch up on a bunch of the casting videos from shoot almost a month ago that we went out there to Kingsville. Well, it's not been a month. Has it been a month? No. What? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I've been so swamped at work, I've already lost track of days and time, guys. But yeah, I was working on that. And then I was also working on the leaders to try to get that off because we were completely out of the red color leaders. So I built over 100 6-foot cast outs and got that up on the wall. And I was trying to go live on Saturday, but because they were planning a surprise birthday at the house, they were decorating the house and everything. My daughter was up here with me, so I basically made it father-daughter time. So that's why I did not go live like I was planning to. But we're at it. So, yeah, I have to agree with you, William. I want to go catching. But right now, I'm so fiending for fishing. I just want to just even if I'm out there just casting. All right, 100 yards of braid, and he wants me to switch out colors. I forgot. Hold on real quick. Hey, what's up, boss? This is Albert with Hardlines Bait and Tackle. I'm spooling up your reel. I remember that you wanted the red as the inner core. What was the secondary color? Inner was white. And then the next color above that? Okay. Purple LX Raptor? Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, okay. So okay. Yes, but we were talking about the inner core, the very first beginning. Remember how I was talking about that warning line? So that way when you're getting mowed down, you have, yeah. So Yeah. So yeah, no. So it's the red, the white, and then the chartreuse on top. Yeah. Okay. No, no, I'm live on the channel right now, spoiling your real boss. Yeah. So, well, you want to check it out? We're on it. Roger that. You have a good one. Bye-bye. All right, good deal. Okay, yeah. No, I'm on target. I am on target. But I need to make sure.
What are you doing, Ugly?
I am so far behind on spooling reels, bro. It is not even funny. How you doing, boss?
Oh, hanging in there, I guess.
Roger that. Good. How's Daniel's physical therapy?
That went pretty good. He's getting better at it.
Nice, nice. So is it still the nurse he likes?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Awesome. Good way to keep motivation going. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Bang. Yeah, no, I'm sitting here. Shoot, I got, bro, like, those are all the reels. I got a spool, down spool, re-spool, like, and then there's a reel in this box. There's a reel right there. And yeah, it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 reels I got to spool. 15 and 16 that I already
Good
did that
Lord.
the guy just walked out of. Yeah. So, you, how's everything going?
Uh, Trying to catch up to myself over here.
Yeah. Yeah. And why did Avet contact you, or you were just verifying that they contacted me that they received my reel kind of deal?
Yeah, I was just seeing that they, contacted you and everything else because it
Yeah.
showed it. It showed it's delivered. So
Oh, okay. Good, dude. Yeah. Yep. It's getting to be that time. Hopefully, I can get it back so I can take it to that veteran fishing event that we're doing here in a couple. It starts on the 25th, and we're gonna be there till the 26th. Maybe the 27th. I don't know. We'll see. Depending on how the fishing is, because that's one of the things right now that they say the fishing is horrible on the beach. A lot of seaweed, big
really,
surf, super high tides. Like there, yeah. So I don't know.
that's always
But,
fun.
oh yeah, yeah. Goal is to just put a veteran on a shark, while we're out there doing this photo shoot and stuff like that. So it's line cutters. He built that deuce and a half for veterans to go out there and go fishing and stuff. And he's got a fighting chair on there and all kinds of stuff. And um,
I
basically,
remember that.
he wants to put some vets on some shark and stuff. So we're going out there to give him a helping hand. And yep.
Nice.
Mm-mm-mm. You got any special projects going right now?
Just those fishing reel covers that I got. I got some business card holders that I'm making.
Business card holders?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah. What's up, Fat Cat?
Yep. Let's see. Hey, Cap. What tools does a beginner shark angler need to have before even thinking about shark besides a rod, reel, and line?
Knowledge.
Hooks, weights, hooks and weights. Yep.
So yeah,
Yep.
this is it.
Oh, that's cool. That
And
is
it'll
real
hold
cool.
a lot.
Dang it. So,
So
did you make it to where? So I'm assuming it slips in their pocket to hold.
yeah, you can put it in your pocket or carry it in your truck or whatever.
No, I was thinking about like putting it on a belt loop so that way they had easy access to it. But I just think if I have leather like that, I'd like to show it off. It's not just when I'm, pulling out my business card kind of deal.
Right.
I'm weird. You can say it. I'm weird.
Well, we know that. We've known that for a long time.
Yes, sir. Yep. Yeah, that's the first thing that crosses through his mind. Man, I'm gonna show Albert something. He's just gonna think it's some way harder to make it more work.
I know. Every time I show him a project, he goes, that'd be really cool if it was done this way. And I'm like, dude, it took me 3 months just to come up with a design. You want to make it even harder?
Well, no, I'm just saying I'd like one. I would like one, but I want it to where I can keep it on my belt loop so I don't have my pockets full kind of deal. So if you ever get one and you make it with the belt loop, I want one. I want one. Let me, how much are they going for without the belt loop right now?
99, 99, 99.
Waiting for the next 299s to come up. Yep. Yeah, I knew they were coming.
No, they're 25 plus the shipping and handling.
Nice. That ain't bad, bro.
Nah.
Yeah, no, for sure. Wire cutters, cables, the crimpers, mono cutters. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes into shark fishing. That's for sure.
Hey, Slime Time, where exactly do you live? Yeah, Fat Cat, you are not joking. And especially if it hits Indianapolis hub, forget it. It's going to sit in limbo for weeks.
Damn. Why? What's going on over there?
Nobody knows. But when I order my coffee from Sparky's, it now takes like 2 weeks to get to me because it goes through that Indianapolis hub.
What the hell?
Yeah, before it would take 4 or 5 days at tops. Now it takes like 2 weeks for me to get my damn coffee from them.
Golly.
So,
well, did you see that other braid I was working, the Piojo line?
I seen a little bit of it. I don't know. I don't. What was it?
I forget what company made it, but man, it just had so much just woven in
the one you were
debris
peeling?
into the.
Yeah, I seen that part. That was freaking nuts.
Yep, that was a lot. That was pretty funny when he said the whole line. No, honestly, I was sitting there. I was like, "That looks like an eyeball." And I'm thinking in my head, and then he read that out loud.
Yeah, right.
We're too like-minded here on the channel. That's for sure. Oh my gosh! Let's see.
Right, Fat Cat. Oh my gosh! Holy crap! Yeah, its shipping is getting freaking nuts.
Golly. Yeah.
I shipped a wallet to Florida, and I didn't have any of those flat rate boxes, and it was like $10 to send it.
Wow.
And
like, how much with the flat rate? How much does it normally go for when you go with the flat rate?
Well, because I use it for like wallets and stuff, I'll use a small flat rate box, so it's only like what, $6-7 or something like that.
Well, actually, they went up in price on the flat. Well, down here, I don't know about up there, but down here they went up in price. They're closer to 9 something now. for the
That's
small
still would
flat
have been
rate.
cheaper than paying like almost $11.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. That and it's
let's see.
priority too, so that does help out as well.
Yeah. William, I actually got your wallet cut out. Your wallet is coming up next, buddy. So your wallet's
See,
coming up.
my cup is $7, $10.45 for shipping. Dang. Yeah, that's why I try to get guys that are buying tackle for me to group up with their buddies so they can combine shipping. Because once they go from a small flat rate box to a medium, I cover the difference. So, but if it's
Yeah.
only because if it's an item that starts out in a small flat rate box.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Hmm.
Oh, that's
Alton, you
right.
have a
Slime
go on,
time.
boss.
That's right. I do. I think I do have your address, Slime Time. I think you did send it to me. Oh, I know, William. I know.
707 yards on this LX Raptor. Boom. Got it. Got it. 50-pound back end. And I didn't have the 80-pound in the chartreuse, so I went with 100 and still got 705 yards. Good job. Oh, man. But with all the line I got going out, it's going to be crazy. Nice cup. Yeah, I knew you were doing that on purpose. I just saw your face on the phone. It was like 10 seconds behind.
Oh man. Here, I'll turn it around. It says your mom.
Oh man, I was going through all
And
the
of course.
video footage from the casting event. It's just like
Mhm.
wow. But my power director is acting up. Like it's not letting me like go through and fast forward and then review the footage so I know exactly what I'm getting into, kind of deal. So I've already
Yeah.
had to submit emails letting them know it's like, hey man, it's not working properly. And then it was only on one phone, so I was doing all my editing on the other phone, and now that phone's starting to act up like that too. So it has to be in the software, and it's spreading through the power
Mhm.
director deal. So I sent them an email, or actually, I've already
Socks.
sent multiple emails because it's already going on several weeks. So I'm about to tell them, hey
Quit
man,
licking the floor.
I'm gonna pull my payment, that I do monthly to them. Actually, I think I paid for the year or whatever at the same time, and it's still freaking acting like that. So yeah. Yep. That is nice. That is so nice. That is Joe G. He won it through the fire drawing, or he
Oh,
won one
nice.
of the drawings, and then he paid the difference to upgrade to get it spooled and all of that. So,
Mm.
where's the box?
There you go. Hey, you remember me talking about that Frankenstein lures?
Yeah. Hold on. I'm away from the phone right now. Purple. All right. I guess we can do it an 80. Is Kruger on the channel right now? Kruger Automotive, are you here, Bob? If not, I'll call you on the phone.
No, I don't see it. I don't see his name on there.
Okay. All right.
So,
Call
but
him real quick.
I made some leather patch
Caps.
hats for him.
And who is that for?
The Frankenstein lures.
Oh, okay. Nice. That's cool. That is cool.
Here's a better view of what it is.
Mm. Oh, I hit dial and I forgot to put it on speaker. He's probably busy.
William.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find. If not,
You're
I'll have
bad,
to
William.
jump away and do. I'm kind of scared to get into whiskey gear because that is a lot. That man puts me to work. Like no easy pulling for you. You got a long list of
Good
reading. Like,
hell.
bro, I'm a fisherman. Like, I don't want to be reading poems and stuff, but he definitely.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, slime time. Yeah. Do you have my email address? If you want to send it through there, send it to my email. But if not, just go and send it through me through Instagram or Facebook, whatever.
Yeah.
Or if you have my phone number, text it to me.
I was gonna do it, but I honestly, I started going through the paperwork and I totally forgot to pull it because I got sidetracked with those two reels that they wanted me to spool up. And you know what? Got this one. It's got the paperwork right there. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna go for the easy ones that I can spool up because my anxiety is kind of getting to me a little bit of looking at all of that and having to pull all the paperwork. It's gonna take a little time. But definitely too, keep whisking y'all's prayers. He did have another surgery, so he's on the mend right now and stuff like that. So yeah. Mm. So were you able to get any kind of picture or video footage using the 130 while it was over there?
No,
Oh,
it was messed up. I didn't want to take a chance on messing it up even more.
oh. You could have just bound it
So
on there and act like you were going to do something with it. they wouldn't have known.
I was gonna do that, but I was just like, man, it'd be my damn luck. I damn thing in the lake because it's not working right. And then I really don't want to go into freezing cold water just for real.
Again.
Yeah.
Oh, he wants Cortland. And I don't have any Cortland. Um,
Okay, slime time.
am I out of? I'm completely out of Cortland. That ain't good. All right, let me call
It's
him. Let me call him real quick. See if he's
you
willing
go,
to
Colin.
wait. Yeah. Let's see.
So, in slime time, what I'll usually do is I'll have my stamp maker. I'll have him make a stamp with your logo on it. That way, it comes out really good and crisp and clear. So,
Let's see. Oh, let's see.
Hello, Charlie.
Hey, how you doing, boss? This is Albert with Hard Lights Bait and Tackle.
How's it going?
Doing all right. I'm reading yours, and you wanted 600 yards of 100-pound Cortland with 130-pound mono top shot. How much mono are you looking at?
I'm not really sure. I would like your suggestion. I'm just fishing from a boat. We've talked about that, but yeah, I got an 8 wide as well, and you put 200 pound. haul the core with a 200-pound mono to it. It's just a little bit smaller of a setup. So whatever you recommend is cool with me. I'm gonna be fishing like Boca Grande Pass area for sharks.
Okay, so I don't have any of the 100-pound Cortland, but I got 100 and 130-pound in the tight line braid.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. For the 100-pound, I have pink, chartreuse, and I think that's all I have in the 100-pound. And the 130, I have chartreuse, white.
Do you think I should go one over the other?
In what weight class or manufacturer?
Yeah, weight class.
Well, it all depends how you want to fight your sharks in Boca Grande. I mean, are you going to be like trying to really put the balls to them, or are you going to kind of fish them a little bit?
I can put the balls to it for sure. Yeah, that's fine. It's not too much drag on that reel.
Yeah. If you go with the 130, it's going to eat up some of your line capacity, which is going to pull off of the amount of mono that I can put on there. But you'll be connected 130 to 130 kind of deal. Whereas if you go with 130-pound mono,
I'm
yeah,
fishing from a boat too, so I can chase it down too.
yeah, yeah,
So I think that's a good idea.
yeah. Well, you're on a boat, so you got a lot more leverage to chase him down, so where you don't have to worry about line capacity.
Yeah. All right, that works for me.
All right, so I got orange,
White.
white. Okay.
Yep.
Where's it at? I saw it. Okay. And if by chance I don't have 600 yards of white,
William,
okay.
offhand, I can't
I'll start off
remember.
with the white, but I'm gonna end up going to either orange or chartreuse because I don't have
Yeah, slam time,
white.
exactly. That's why I like that. That's why I like to do the stamps, because then if we do anything else for you, you know, we've got a stamp with your logo.
And one color, the orange.
So yeah, Fat Cat. Yeah, it's definitely rough on the hands.
Perfect.
And we're live on the channel. About to pull it
And
now. So
All right. Perfect. I appreciate it.
Roger that. You have a good one.
yeah, yeah, everything's done by hand, Fat Cat. Yeah,
Oh, Kruger, what?
Landis. Go ahead.
Kruger, what color of 130 did you want on your 80 Avet, boss?
William, I couldn't tell you, brother.
And or he's talking to you or to me about the $100 because I would have to check my paperwork
To me.
and go from there. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I've got to go through quite a bit of people's paperwork today to find out because I have notes on it, but you know they bared with me from shipping delays and stuff like that, so I wasn't too in a hurry to collect. I just wanted to make sure they got their gear taken care of. So, and they're good.
Yeah.
They're good for it, you know. So. A lot of guys call me back. Hey man, you forgot to charge me. And I'm like, yeah, bro. Let me call you right back. not saying I don't want your money, bro, but like I am so swamped over here, and you know I do appreciate y'all's patience with everything going on and stuff like that for sure, and making sure y'all get back with me and stuff is pretty awesome. So
Land of Steel, yeah, but most of the time, yeah, it's most of the time I use veg stand leather, unless I'm using SB foot. And my disc is a freaking disaster.
So how you liking that the earmuffs deal?
So what?
Your
Oh, the
earmuffs.
headphones?
Yeah, the headphones.
Oh, I love them.
They drown out a lot of the background noise and stuff like that, or
Dude, my daughter could be right here talking to me and I wouldn't know it.
oh wow, okay. Nope, don't want that. And
He wants to know if are we putting a heavier top shot.
I mean, we could if you're real, but I'll be honest. All I use on all of my 80s and even my 130 is 130. I don't go any heavier. If you want heavier, we can. You just got to let me know what you want.
What is it, an 80?
Yes, just a regular 80, 82 speed.
That's about what I would do.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, let's get this over. Come on. I want like a leather wall hanger on my logo for my streams. That would be cool. Yeah.
Dusty, what's up, brother?
Dusting the house? Yes, sir. All right. I'm spooling. I'm so far behind on spooling. But I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna try to get it to where I can spool all the reels live. But I know I got to get. I'm gonna have to sit down and disassemble Angel's reels because he actually wanted me to cross pollinate or cross color. Whoa, hey, what are you doing?
Did you just say cross
Sure.
pollinate?
Yeah, cross pollinate. Yes, I said that.
What are you, a honeybee?
With the stinger, baby.
It's a good. He already used it. It already fell off.
No, hell no. Mm.
That's
Oh
right. We
yeah.
had snow this morning.
Oh, really? How much?
Well, nothing stuck, but it was freaking snowing.
Hmm.
Pissed me
Dude,
off.
it got cold. I left the house this morning. It was 45 degrees. Like, what in the world? So, real quick, I've been seeing a lot of posts up that they say um, the North Poles is moving, like the polar gravity or whatever, where it's supposed to be, has been moving over. And
That's been doing
I'm
that
one.
for years.
Yeah, it's been doing it. Yeah, I didn't know it was doing it for years. I've been reading on that. Like some years it moved like 30 something miles, but that it's slowing down, all of it is due to obviously the inner core and the magma inside the Earth's crust, and all of that playing effect on it and stuff. So,
Oh, it's global warming.
all right. I was gonna say something, but I think it would have been pretty mean, and I'm not. So. Yeah, no, I'm not.
Chicken.
All right. Yeah, definitely chicken. Yes. Kruger says pink or orange on the bottom. So you want the three different colors, or you just want two different colors with the inner core and the outer core, or do you want an inner core, a middle core, and then the top end? Just so you know that you're down to like when you're reeling in, you got that last like 500 or 600 yards of line left before you see the fish, kind of deal.
He
How much
wants to know how
130
much.
does? 22 to 2400 with the gap. If
I
you want
think
it
on a
maxed
boat I would
out,
run a gap.
it'll be closer to 2600.
Yeah. On a boat, I don't know if I'd do that. I'd probably run a gap, personally. Water world. Right?
Yeah.
Great. If that happens in my lifetime, I'm just going to die because I got sick on a little freaking boat out there just in the.
Ooh, something there.
I'm definitely a landlubber.
Wow, that's a big one right there. cut that.
Hey, Albert, why don't you
What's
cut
up?
that?
Huh?
So why don't you go ahead and cut that?
Yep. Yes, sir. Freaking. Oh man, went to the chiropractor today, and he pushed on one side and said it hurt over here on the other side. He goes, "All right, well we got to rotate this way." And he started like about to maneuver me, and it already started popping. He's like, "Man, that's a good sign. That means it ain't stuck." When they have to sit there and like really push to get it to move, that's when it's stuck. And I was like, "Well, good, it's good." But also too, I
All right,
noticed that.
he says 3 colors and leave room.
How much room? 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch, 3. You know, I need to know how much room.
Oh, good Lord, man. Just leave the guy some room.
Well,
Jeez.
everybody's different, bro. Like some just need
Got
a
it?
little bit, some need a little bit more, some need a lot.
Well, obviously he's actually experienced, so you leave him some room, but it doesn't have to be a gap where you can stick a finger through.
Right. I see. So, there was a little caption deal. They said the person to give the best caption of whatever's going on, and you can see like uh, say like a boat captain like telling a guy, he's like kind of pointing off into the distance or whatever. And I was so I captioned on there and that's where the great white shark stepped on a Lego and came screaming out of the water.
Yeah. I've seen that one.
Yeah. So I put that as a caption. And he's all holding like a trout reel. Oh yeah, I couldn't help it. That one was funny. Oh man.
That's all right, Albert. We know you're a dork.
Oh yeah. Gotta keep it rocking.
Earthquake! Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. We got a fundraiser happening for the veterans group with the VFW and the um, Redford Ranch Foundation guys. I'm gonna show y'all the VR or QR code that y'all can get into the drawing. They have a bunch of pistols and stuff like that that are going to be auctioned off or raffled off. There's 6 places to win, and some beginner jump in on my. Oh, okay. So then I will leave you a good gap, like a 1/4 inch gap. That'll probably be where we put you out there. Roger that. Gotcha. And he wants 130-pound monos. Shoot, I think this. Pardon me. Let's see. Where's
Dork.
yeah. Well, guilty as charged.
Well, I know.
Let's see. Come on.
Oh, there it is. Shit.
What'd you
Losing my-
break now?
Oh, I didn't break. Like I said, my desk, okay, is a flipping mess.
Yeah. While the mice are away, or while the cat's away, the mice will play, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. My desk is a mess, but it ain't as bad as it was last week. Last week was really, really bad. But I'm working on it and stuff, so I'll be getting it pretty squared away, hopefully by the end of the week, since I'm not too in a rush now to produce a whole bunch of tackle that I was having to do the weeks before. So There we go. Let's see. Got it here. You know, a little too aggressive with that leather, or maybe not.
What?
30. Man, it's already after 4. Golly. 4:32.
Darn.
My kids already showed up from school. It's like, man, it's already after 4. Yeah. So, let's see. Oh. Let's see. Where is my sandpaper at?
Oh.
Oh, it is. It was facing the opposite direction. So.
Just do what I do. Say somebody stole it and you find it right away.
Oh yeah, that's the way it works.
I ain't joking. I'll sit there and be like looking for a tool that I just had like 5 minutes ago. And I'm like, great, someone stole my damn tool. And about 2 minutes later, I find the damn thing.
Yeah, that's the way it works. Yep. Mm. Mm. I got some real easy work for y'all.
Don't lie to
You hear
them.
me? Well, you're gonna have to wait. It's gonna be a while too. So, I'm in the middle of a live video, and I got some reels I got to spool up. So,
Get to work.
yep, that's what I'm saying.
Just go find something to do.
No, I got some real easy weights to clean. All I have to do is cut them. But it's for breakaway tackle water, 200 pounds of 2-ounce no rolls and 200 pounds of 4-ounce egg weights.
What's up, Uber? What's going on?
Hold on. All right. Can y'all see what I'm working on now? Oh, nope, not yet. There we go.
I'll just use your hand. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
One of these days you'll get it right.
Maybe. Don't count your chickens before they hatch.
I'm not going to hold my breath.
No joke on that one. There we go. Got it. Where's my clip?
Oh, you dirty bastard.
What'd you do now?
Oh, the button's off just a little bit. Not too bad, but I would notice it.
Yep. That's the technical portion of our game right there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
No, I don't want to.
Yeah. I don't know. What's up, son?
They have 100 boxes of sticks, and I was wondering if you have any on one so you can get 250 rounds for $157 flat.
So it'll be 157 each, or that's what it's.
157 for 250 rounds.
Yeah, William, I think that is.
313.
The box is $313. I'm gonna have to pass right now, son. I've got to come up with some money for recouping from Nora's birthday party and all of that too. So, Roger that. Yep. Love you too.
Uh,
My son is trigger happy. He's always wanting to go out and go shooting and stuff, and don't mind splitting a box. But right now, birthday parties, you let me killing. So, hmm let's see.
oh.
This is gonna be a nice one. I love it when the glue kind of penetrates through the braid, so it makes it almost see through. You know what I mean? Because it's white braid over it. So, I like that
Yeah. Yeah,
translucent color, I
Dusty.
guess.
I'm getting there, Dusty. Trying to, anyways. So, oh man, what time is
Been
it?
a past 4 for me, so past 5 for you.
Oh shit.
Did you have a prior engagement or what?
Well, I gotta run these hats over um to Frankenstein lures real quick.
Mm.
So
Yep. And actually, I think my camera's going to die here, so I'm probably going to finish off the knot, and it'll be it for this video. But I'm not going to be done. I'm going to actually when the video ends, I'll sit down and go through all the paperwork so I can have everybody's list of reels and all of that, so I know exactly what they're wanting, so I don't have to
yeah.
call them up and stuff like that. So,
All right.
but
Well, I'm gonna get out of here, man.
all right, brother. Thank you for coming on, and we'll
You
wait for
betcha.
Daniel to come fire us another day.
Yeah. Oh, I had to show you this. Forgot to.
What's that? Okay.
These are some custom baits that
Wow,
Frankenstein lures made me.
man, that looks like a lot of trouble right there for the fish because it's gonna put out all that vibration of them swimming through the water.
Mm-hmm. They track them suckers up here like crazy.
Nice. Let's
So,
see.
and then you can get some translucent ones, green ones. So, but anyways, all right, I gotta get out of here.
Nice.
You guys be good. Stay out of trouble.
Yeah. If we do, we won't name it after you.
All right, good. All
Later, brother.
right, guys. Later.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna finish this knot, and then I'm gonna go start pulling the paperwork for everybody's reels that I have here on the counter, so I can. I should have did that first, but I wanted to kind of keep going since I already had the momentum of spooling reels over here. But since I was doing those other guys' reels and stuff like that, but I'm gonna have to backtrack and get that sorted before I actually do that. So that and I can let my other phone charge and stuff like that too. So. All right, now I can go and cut that off because I don't need that anymore. Close it off. Come on. No, no, no. Don't want it flaring in. There it goes. Nailed it. Got it. 1, 2, 4. Oh, crap. I didn't even put my top back on. That would have sucked. All right. Man, that looks clean. That looks real clean. Mm. That and my lighters right here. Get my paper towels. I clean that off for napkin. Oh. That looks clean. There you go. Yes, sir. That ain't going nowhere. Oh, yeah. Now we can finish pulling this and get his mono top shot for him. Good deal. That, unlock this. Let's see. Land of Steel Fishing. What's up, boss? How you doing? That's 100 yards and 30. I need to call him back to find out if he wants a gap. Let's see. Give me a second, guys. Hey, boss, this is Albert with Hard Life again. How much gap did you want between the mono and the inside housing of the spool? Or the
Whatever you recommend. I'm very new into this, so
You're very new, you said?
yeah, I'm pretty new into this.
Okay, I got about a 1/4 inch of full exposure, and I'm gonna go ahead and stop there. That gave you a 100-yard mono top shot of 130.
Okay, perfect. Appreciate it.
Roger that. All right. Well, you can check it out on the channel. Got it on here, and I'm about to cut the line. And
Take a look later when I'm out of work.
Roger that. All right, boss. You have a good one, man.
Yeah, you too. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Bye bye. All right, guys. So he said he's very new into it, so I'm gonna leave. It's about a 1/4 inch of full exposure there, so that way, if he bundles up on it, he's good. But he's at 700 yards of line right there. It's got 600 yards of 130-pound tight line braid on this Avet or International 50 VISW, and because he's gonna be boat fishing with it, so we are gonna be good to go. And all right. Oh man. Yeah. I'm amazed the phone didn't overheat. It's pretty hot and stuff like that. But all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off the channel right now. I'll probably come back live here in a few hours. Hopefully, we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling all the paperwork for all the reels, and that way we can get them out to all the, because pretty much 90% of all of these are fire drawing winning. So yeah, they definitely need them, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, y'all have a blessed night. Talk to y'all later.